Hello and welcome to the 19th edition of the Meyer Memo. Today is January 12, 2024. Monday, January 15th, there's no school. We have Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day holiday. Tuesday, January 16th, we have Professional Development Day. See the schedule later in the slideshow. Wednesday, January 17th, we have an ISST meeting at 8:05 in the conference room. We have a swim meeting at 10 in the conference room. We have a student council meeting at 2:30 in the kids' safari room. Thursday, January 18th, I have a principal support meeting at University of Minnesota from 8 to 4, and there's Math Academy from 3:35 to 4:35 for grades 4th and 5th. And then Friday, January 19th, we have a BLT meeting at 8 in the office conference room. Behavior matrix, we're going to focus on the cafeteria. So we're going to talk about carrying the tray with both hands and walking feet, stay seated until dismissed, keep hands, feet, body, and objects yourself, and then wait patiently in line. Talk only to your table and neighbors, and inform adults of spills and clean up your mess. So, and I sent out the video with Mike. I made that today with him, and it'll come out on Monday. Want to remind us about being warm to manners. We don't do things to students. We don't do things for students. We do things with students. And I want to keep reiterating this because this is our mantra. And this is from a champion. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists they become the best they can possibly be, by Rita Pearson's educator. And I'm seeing a lot of that, so keep up the great work. Feminine products, we had students messing around with supplies. They are empty right now, and we're going to keep things empty for a little while so they'll die down. We're going to refill later when kids kind of forget about it. If anyone needs them, please let Leanne know if you need items, and there'll be more information to come. January 16th PD, the schedule is 8 to 11 morning PD sessions, 11:15 to 12:15 lunch on your own, 12:15 to 1:15 Oak Grove Middle School Auditorium, and then 1:15 to 1:30 travel time back to the home sites. Then myself and Ann are going to facilitate the next hour from 1:30 to 2:30, where we're going to create our cultural timeline, and then we're going to circle up and share. And then at 2:30 to the end of the day is PLC time. And then please see Beth Flatmeyer's email for directions to sign up. Teacher teamwork that gets results. I ran across this by Diane Zimmerman and James Rosine. 3 key elements in the PLCs to boost student learning is psychological safety. We need to have trust in self, trust in relationships, trust in the process, and trust in collective learning. So people need to feel that in their PLCs. The second piece is constructive conflict. Summarizing disagreements so it can be discussed with less passion, getting more comfortable hearing other perspectives, points of view, and intentionally drawing out differences in how colleagues think and perceive. I try to do that a lot where I get different perspectives myself because it helps us grow. And then actionable learning, regularly assessing what's working and not working with students, challenging the status quo, for example, a mandated commercial program, and examining assumptions about current practices, and then the team organizing around more effective practices. So take a look at that when you're in your PLC. Look at that and just see how you're doing, because this is a good way to help us stay focused on what's important in our PLCs. Then there was a culture responsive toolbox. I have a link in the memo that sent this, in the email that sent this memo. And basically they have affirmations, activities for affirmations, for attention signals, community builders, ways to group kids, ways to respond, for kids to respond, discussions, movements, literacy, and vocabulary. So please take a look at that. It's well worth it. It's something that was in Betsy's thing, and I highlighted it because I want people to be aware of it. It can help you do some really cool stuff. Attendance, we're at 11.4, better than this time last year, so we went up about 2%. We're at 55.1% attending 95% of the time. It's about equal to 4 or less absence thus far, continuing to change the mindset. We're at our goal right now. We want to keep going. Now, I'm going to share this next slide. This is attendance from last year. So you can see in kindergarten last year we're at 35.1%, and this year we're 39%. And then so forth. You got first grade all across. We went from 38 to 54. The lines that are drawn is the actual grades moving classes. So our kindergartners who had 35 last year in first grade are 54. Our first grade in 38.2 is now at 52.9 in second grade. Our second graders last year in 40.2 is now at 58.2. Last year's third grade at 57 is now at 68. Last year's fourth at 48 is at 56 in fifth grade. And then our total was 44.6 and now is 54.7. I did this on like Tuesday. So our actual time today was 55.1%. So if you're confused, let me know. But my point is, we're on average, we're 10% better than we were last year, even though we're on the cusp of meeting our goal or not meeting our goal. We're still doing better, but we want to keep focusing on attendance. Well, that's it. Thank you and have a wonderful holiday weekend.